Hey there, Ruth Haven Grounds family. Today I want to talk about something that's been blowing my mind lately, and I think it's going to change the way you think about feeding your garden. There's a plant that essentially creates free, nitrogen-rich fertilizer right in your backyard, and our grandparents knew all about it. But somewhere along the way, we forgot this garden goldmine even existed. I'm talking about comfrey, and trust me, once you understand what this plant can do, you'll be wondering why it's not growing in every single garden on your street. Let me paint you a picture. It's the 1800s, and nearly every cottage garden, farm, and homestead has a patch of comfrey growing somewhere on the property. Farmers called it the gardener's best friend, and for good reason. This wasn't some trendy garden addition. It was considered absolutely essential. Fast forward to today, and most gardeners have never even heard of it. So what happened? Why did we abandon a plant that basically prints fertilizer? The answer is actually pretty simple, and it's the same reason we forgot a lot of traditional gardening wisdom. Synthetic fertilizers showed up. In the mid-20th century, chemical companies convinced us that feeding our gardens should come in a bag with an NPK ratio printed on it. It was marketed as easier, more scientific, and more reliable. And honestly, in that post-war era of better living through chemistry, who could blame people for believing it? But here's what they didn't tell us. We were trading a sustainable, self-renewing resource for a product that requires fossil fuels to produce, damages soil structure over time, and keeps us coming back to the garden center every single season. Now let me tell you why comfrey is so special, and I promise this isn't just garden folklore. This plant is a biological miracle when it comes to soil fertility. Comfrey has an absolutely massive root system that can dive down 10 to 15 feet into the subsoil. Think about that for a second. While your tomatoes and beans are pulling nutrients from the top foot or two of soil, comfrey is mining minerals from depths those plants will never reach. Those deep roots act like nutrient elevators, pulling up potassium, phosphorus, calcium, and a whole host of trace minerals that have leached down beyond the reach of most garden plants. The plant stores these nutrients in its leaves, and here's where it gets really interesting. Comfrey leaves have an NPK ratio of roughly 1.8 to 0.5 to 5.3. That high potassium content makes it absolutely phenomenal for fruiting plants like tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, and squash. It's like the plant evolved specifically to feed your vegetable garden. But the magic doesn't stop there. Comfrey leaves break down incredibly quickly compared to other plant materials. Where other green manures might take months to decompose, comfrey leaves turn into plant-available nutrients in just a few weeks. This is because the leaves have a carbon-to-nitrogen ratio that's almost perfect for rapid decomposition. You're not waiting around for results, you're getting them fast. Alright, so you're probably thinking, this sounds amazing, but how do I actually use it? Let me walk you through the methods I use.